Laura, Frederick, thank you for joining us to talk about ContractsCon. We've sent a couple emails about this. We've talked to our audience a little bit, but I wanted to get it straight from your mouth. What the heck is this thing? What is ContractsCon? Give us a high-level view of what we're doing at this event.
Yeah, this ContractsCon is really a celebration of contracts for everybody who works with them. It's an inclusive event. We're calling it a training extravaganza because that's really the focus. We're going to be helping people learn the core skills, the knowledge, the drafting, the negotiating that in-house counsel and professionals use every day to draft and negotiate contracts. So this isn't law school. This isn't vague CLE, recent developments kind of thing. We're going to be, the topics really get into what you have to know for confidentiality. What do you have to know for force majeure? And then we're going to have a bunch of workshops that will really dive deep into more of those skills and give the attendees an opportunity to practice them with one of our speakers as the lead on things like dealing with a contract breach or a data disclosure or breach. Things like that. So it's really immersive for everybody who works with contracts and wants to become better at their job working with contracts.
Right. So skill focus, which I like, and really digging into that. Expanding on that, thinking about who it's for. I'm assuming that this is not for the person who's out on the dock who's signing things just back and forth. There's a level of the actual operations that this is not targeted to. Who is it targeted to? If I'm looking at this and saying, "Is this for me?" Who's it for?
Yeah, it's really for the people on the front line who are drafting and negotiating contracts. So we have everyone from general counsels to students and contract managers and everybody in between because it's really for people who are trying to improve their skill sets. So typically the general counsel who are attending are those that maybe came into that role as a litigator or in from a compliance role and they haven't done the day-to-day transaction work of working with commercial contracts or doing technology licensing. And so we're going to get into those kind of things. We also have a lot of people who are senior commercial counsel, assistant general counsel, focused on transactions. And this is a way for them to improve their skills, refresh what they know, fill in some gaps. And then we have junior folks who are new to contracting. Some are students, some are contract professionals, some are risk managers. Really anybody who's looking to get that practical insight. So we don't just talk about high level, we talk about okay, if you have a license provision and it has these words, which words should you change? If you're a buyer, if you're a seller. So what we're trying to do is give everybody the tools they need to hit the ground running so they're not sitting there looking at a contract with a blank stare like we've all done and they feel empowered like they know what they're supposed to do. And that's our approach and what we're trying to do.
Well, you touched on the topics. It sounds like you're covering a lot of these practical skills. Who are some of the speakers that you're bringing? I think even the speakers that you're bringing signals something about what we're doing. Who's going to be there?
Yeah, it's just an amazing panel. It's really focused on practitioners. It's all practicing lawyers who are, most of whom are in-house. Some of them are outside counsel, but have been in-house. And so they're going to be talking about what they do in their day-to-day job. Again, we're not talking theory issue spotting or anything academic. We're not getting into case law. We're not getting into details of statutes. We're not going to teach you privacy law. What we're going to talk to you about are these kinds of things. So I think the speakers include, for example, Kwame Christian, who leads the American Negotiation Institute and is really one of the leading experts in this field. So he'll be there. Our co-hosts are Flo Nicholas and Lisa Lang, who are really bring a lot of energy and have been a huge part of our contracts community. And we have some other folks like Neda Al-Najafi from Contract Nerds, Lucy Basley, who is one of the leading experts in contract processes and playbooks and internal systems for working with contracts, and just so many others. It's just going to be tremendous.
Fantastic. Well, I know my wife is excited to go to Miami and eat maduros at every meal because they have them everywhere. Tell us about Miami, about both the space that we're going to be in for the actual event, and then also just the city. Talk to us about Miami.
Sure. So it is going to be held on the University of Miami campus. We're partnering in this event with the University of Miami Law School. And so we're in their very new gorgeous event space, and it overlooks, and I don't know the name of the lake. It overlooks this beautiful body of water with a fountain, and it's just a beautiful space. So that's going to be a great place to learn. And then the city of Miami, we all know it's a vibrant, exciting place to visit. I haven't been in a while, so I'm in particular really looking forward to going.
Yeah, make sure that you book a few days in advance and a few days after just to be able to hang out in Miami. And I agree with you. The University of Miami campus, honestly, and I say this as someone whose parents went to Florida State. It is one of the most beautiful campuses I have ever seen. So definitely want to be there. So finally, for people who are thinking about attending, talk to us about the pricing and the options for attendees. I know that you have both an in-person and a virtual option, and there are different concepts there. So, what should people know about pricing and the options that they have?
Yeah, so the in-person option, we have a particular tier, but we also have discounts. So the great thing is that Law Insider is a co-host, and so all Law Insider premium subscribers get 15% off the in-person ticket. And then in terms of the virtual ticket, we have lots of tiers of discounts available for different kinds of folks. So we have an academic discount, we have legal translators, we have academics and nonprofits and government workers, all of whom get a discount. And so there's lots of opportunities, lots of affordable options for everybody. Yeah.
Yeah, I want to make sure that everybody who is watching this for Law Insider remembers to take advantage of that Law Insider premium discount. But I know you've been publishing on LinkedIn and elsewhere other things that you've added to this as if this wasn't enough. So talk about the bonuses before and after. What are you doing around the event to make it better for people?
Yeah, so we're all about helping people learn practical skills for contracts. So we've added a lot of content for ticket holders at ContractsCon. So the first one is a big event on January 19th. If you're happy to see this after January 19th, that's no problem. We've got the recordings, and everybody who has a ticket holder for ContractsCon gets access to the recordings, to the playbook for that event. And we're going to have speakers talking about tax provisions, export provisions, data, IP data, or data as an IP subject by David Tolan. We've got lots of folks who are going to be speaking at that event. And then we also have shared the How to Contract SaaS training library, which is 20 plus hours of training from all these different sources on lots of different kinds of provisions with SaaS contracts. So those are all included in your ticket to ContractsCon.
That's awesome. So, all of you, you need to go to this. Come hang out with us in Miami if you can. Obviously, sign up for the virtual event if that's all you can do. And just remember, we'll have the link below. If you're a Law Insider Premium subscriber, you can get a discount. Honestly, if you're not a premium subscriber yet, do it. Just go ahead and sign up. You'll save the money in the difference in the cost of the ticket. So we'd love to have you both as part of the community and to be able to show up and eat some plantanos maduros with us in Miami. I'm excited. Laura, we will see you there pretty soon. This is mid-February, right? So we are a month away. God, this is post-Valentine's Day. It's contract love. Thank you, Laura. We will see you soon and hope to see all of you watching there as well. Thanks.
Bye. Thanks for having me.